You noticed recently, I saw on the Russian television that Sweden has taken away a Russian woman's two twin daughters. Social workers fabricated a story that they're mentally ill, and so they've taken them away and they have hearings and all that. I didn't know they. Well, of course, yeah. I've seen where Britain and all over the world you have the the welfare system, the foster care thing that is taking people kids away. And this reminds me of Florida, with Judge um, David Goodin and psychologist Stephen Bloomberg and the Jewish Family Center. You know, the problems that the Jews had with Germany when Hitler exterminated a whole bunch of them Jews in the Holocaust. You would have thought that Jewish people would be mindful of that and be a little more respectful for human dignity and human rights, etc. Now, when they said I needed to go for this psychological and mental problems that they're trying to make me have, I went to the Jewish people because I felt that at least, although they don't believe in Jesus the way I do, and they're delusional because Jesus came already and they don't think he has come and they're looking for him to come. That is delusion. But he's still trying to say that I'm delusional when they are delusional. They're officially delusional, these Jewish people. But you see, Hitler didn't boil their mama and barbecue the father so they're alive to talk crazy and obstruct people's lives. So, although I showed this man, this Stephen Bloomfield, I showed him my 10 college degrees. He's going to tell me he can't believe they're mine. And I got to be grandiose. He don't believe I worked out of the labor pool and was a grocery manager and a dairy manager, stuff like that. I had a little income tax business. I'm grandiose. See, if Hitler cook his mama, I wouldn't have had this problem. Okay, and so the Jacksonville, Florida Jewish Family Center. And, Family Center, they're chaos center. They're trying to destroy families. And when you're trying to destroy families, you're evil. You're violating the United States Constitution because people have a liberty interest in their children. And when you're going to come up and lie and fabricate and take away people's kids, you're violating federal law. And this is the angle that I need to show the federal government that these people are evil and taking away people's kids. So one day we can have a more elaborate discussion on that. And so when Sweden took away these Russian kids, now that it is on Russian television, I'm just wondering though whether those kids are Swedish or whether they're Russian. Because I don't think that because they're living necessarily in the country, that Sweden could have jurisdiction over foreign kids and take them away and put them in foster care and adopt them out when they're not citizens. So I suspect they might be citizens. But I would implore the Russian president and Putin to engage the Swedish people and ask them what's going on. I remember I contacted my embassy here in Washington, and a fellow by the name of Brent Nutt. He said, give him a minute. And he called the FBI and they must tell him, oh, he's crazy. We're trying to lock him up. He's a terrorist. He's a troublemaker. He's all this. And so he stopped answering the call and I tried to reach him. He's not there. He's hiding. See, Brent Nutt at the Guyana embassy in Washington. And so as this Swedish lawyer is saying that these people lie, they fabricate stories. I didn't know Sweden was so poor and needed money to run things so they're taking people kids like Florida. I mean, Florida doesn't have an income tax. I know Europe, Sweden, they charge maybe over 50%, close to 60% of the income in taxes. And they should have enough money to do this stuff as opposed to taking people's kids away. So maybe one of these days we're going to look at it, and come up with something better. But this is crazy. And so Florida and Sweden have joined this dubious group of violators of people's human rights and the United States Constitution, and these people need to be taken to task for the corrupt and evil ways and how they're destroying our kids.